What's up, y'all? Davion Sykes here, and you're watching The Sideline Show.
Everybody, listen up!
It's The Sideline Show.
Long go, rebound box, back out to Allen, his three-pointer, bang! Everybody's ready to go. He's ready to go. I'm ready to go, and you're ready to go.
Introducing now the host of The Sideline Show, Jackson Prince.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? You are watching The Sideline Show. I am your host, Jackson Prince. And today, I got a guest who I've known basically my entire life. You know, I say all of my teammates are like brothers to me, but this dude is legitimately family. Man, I got my guy, Davion Sykes here. What's up, bro?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Man, you know, when I started doing the podcast, I was like, man, I got to get Sykes on just to chop it up because you're my guy. You've had a lot of success in basketball, a lot of success in life. And, yeah, man, we're doing it, bro. So I appreciate you.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah. So you just committed to Southern Illinois.
Yep.
Talk about the transfer portal. Talk about your recruitment.
Man, so the transfer portal was a little weird this go-around. Before going in, I kind of asked around, how is it? Everybody says it's kind of a little fast-paced. It's just a little fast-paced. And so, you know, when I first got in, of course, a good amount of schools hit me up. But it kind of died down, like, really quickly. You know, coaches kind of just call you and then disappear for, like, a week. And then they call you again, and then, like, we're still here with you. So, it's a lot of different emotions going up and down. And especially this past year, I want to say there's, like, 2,000 plus in the portal. And then even at that, there's probably, like, 70 coaches in the portal.
Right.
So there was so much movement and stuff, and it was just like, just knowing, like, because, you know, I'm not, you know, a top 25 player in the country.
Right.
So it's like those guys are getting recruited by every school, and, you know, I'm just a little bit down the list. So it's like, you know, you kind of just waiting on coaches to settle at a new spot, and, you know, I was just kind of left in the dark, you know, a good amount of times. So it was definitely was a little iffy. But, you know, I'm glad, and I picked the school, and I'm very comfortable you know, and confident.
That's dope, man, because I remember it was funny because I remember when you were going to Texas State, you were looking at also going to San Diego.
Yep.
And I remember, obviously I was just messing with you, but I remember saying, like, man, if you go to Texas State, I'm going to kill you. I was like, you know that you're only going to go there for like a year or two and leave.
Facts.
Left after 2.
Yeah, ain't gonna lie. It's funny because when I did commit, I was like, Jackson gonna hate me. That was so funny. I swear I did.
I was like, why are you staying in Texas, bro? And then I went and followed you down there.
I was about to say, you came right down the street.
Shoot, man. Yeah. Well, I'm experiencing all the portal stuff too, and it's crazy, bro. Because like it's exactly like you were talking about. Like the first 2 weeks, you'll have coaches call you, and then it's just dead quiet.
Dead quiet.
Like, you don't even know.
It's so weird. It like you just and just like hearing all the stories and stuff. Like you expect like, you know, people kind of be consistent. And it is kind of like almost like high school when coaches hit you up. But I think they just get less consistent.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it definitely is a weird feeling though.
Yeah. Well, then it's funny too because you're also competing against high school kids. Because you're competing against, you know, the top 200 players in the nation who are actually going to go D1.
Right.
And it's crazy with the transfer portal too because it's like you're going to have so many good high school players get caught up in this pipeline of either going to prep school or going like D2 or JUCO straight out of high school because you got 3,000 college kids that are just moving around. And it's like, I mean, a dude like you, if I'm a college coach, why am I going to take, you know, a high school kid who's 200th in the nation who has 0 college experience?
Right.
You know, why am I going to take that kid over you who has 2 years of college experience? And when you came back from injury, you're almost averaging a double-double.
Right.
So, like, why would I not take you?
Yeah, it's those conversations, you know, having those with the coaches, they're kind of like, you know, we're recruiting freshmen, but, you know, we see you, you know, coming in, you have the college experience. And I'm like, I mean, like some freshmen are better than the guys that are in.
Facts.
Like, I mean, personally, like, of course, I feel like I'm the best player on every team I step on. But, like, sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm better than the person in front of me. And, you know, I get, like, the experience is a thing, but I mean, if I could hoop better, if I'm a freshman coming in and I could hoop better than the person in front of me, like, why not play me?
Age
like,
matters, man.
Yeah.
Did you struggle with that going to Texas State?
A little bit. Yeah, I definitely did. At Texas State, they kind of like their experienced guys a little more. Those guys kind of get to, you know, let loose. So, Nah, definitely.
Yeah.
So it was a hard thing to, kind of cope with, but nah, definitely. They like their experienced dudes.
What was your first year like? Because you went down there and you saw more success as a freshman than most freshmen get to, especially in the age with the transfer portal. But you actually got to see some minutes and you started some games and you were playing pretty well. What was your freshman year like?
Yeah, so my freshman year, it was a little rocky. I started off high. Summer was good. Summer was good. Starting off the season was pretty good. I was getting like 20 minutes a game.
Yeah, that's good.
At the time, I was averaging, I think, like 6 and 4, just with the minutes I was getting. And then kind of when we got around conference, next thing you know, I kind of stopped playing. And that was his whole situation itself. I guess the coach just kind of, trusted the guys that he's been rocking with in conference. Because, everybody knows conference gets different.
Facts.
It's a different level of competition. You can go undefeated in non-conference. And, conference gets around. It's everybody scouted. It's the same teams you've been playing against for the past 7 years.
Yeah.
So, I feel like coach just kind of, went with the guys that he, trusted, wanted more experience out there on the floor. So my minutes just went down. I kind of just became, a person. I'm a good team player.
Right.
I'm always going to support the guys in front of me. So
yeah.
But nah, and then we ended up making a run in the tournament.
Yeah.
In our conference tournament, 11th seed, made it to the semifinals, which we actually did again this year. 11th seed made it again into the semifinals. And we actually both times lost against the team that actually went to the tournament. So which is a little crazy, but nah.
Yeah. So y'all were an 11 seed both years.
Yes.
And that was after, because Texas State was making the tournament pretty consistently before.
Oh, yeah. So one of the big reasons why I committed was, they're back-to-back conference champs.
Right.
In-season conference champs.
Right.
They went to the NIT the second year. I don't remember if they went to the NIT the first year when they won conference, but I know they went the second year. But nah, yeah, they were back-to-back conference champs. I was trying to go into, a winning program.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to win. So, coming from Duncanville was,
that. Let's talk about that real quick. So, Duncanville, because you were hurt a little, like, off and on throughout high school, but you were in that first class with PV when PV first got there.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about, and it's funny because the last guest I had on was PV. So y'all's episodes are going to be back to back. So I want to see like what you thought of that first year.
First year was crazy. That definitely it was a long, stressful first year, especially as coming in as a freshman.
Yeah.
And shout out to Coach PV because he was trying to come in and make a statement right away. So, the work that we put in day out, the first year was crazy. Because, if you was on, and like I started off on JV. So, if you was on JV, you putting in the same work as the varsity. We're with varsity the whole time. Yeah. So, it's like, it was like an A and B team. That's all it was. Like, and honestly, like, we played against varsity every day. We did drills with varsity. So, it was so crazy because, like, I don't know. It was like literally like one program. And the amount of running, the amount of, basketball that was put into probably a span of like 3 to 4 hours a day was crazy. And, we were always competing. You know them one-on-one drills, the 2-on-2 drills, 3-on-3. Like,
dude, it was – my freshman year, I was also on JV.
Yep.
I had Coach Ford as my coach.
Yeah, you did.
So we'll talk about the differences between Ford and Woods, who is your coach. But no, my freshman year was just like that. Every practice, we started off with a 10-minute run, which was, 5:55s?
Yep.
Or was it 4:55s, a 44, and a 22?
It's 5:55.
It was 5:55s?
10-minute runs.
Yeah,
5:55s.
so, yeah, that's right. And then he started doing 11-minute runs, which was the 5:55s and a 22. No, 5:55s and a 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that was to start every practice.
Yeah.
And we're just dying.
I definitely think y'all ran more than me my freshman year.
Mm-hmm. I think y'all's JV squad had all the talent.
Nah, definitely. We did.
half of y'all's JV squad went and played college basketball.
Yeah.
which that's not heard of on JV teams.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. And like out of the half that went and played college ball, like 60% of y'all went D1.
Facts.
Like y'all were ridiculous. But I think it would have been a dogfight if y'all would have played us.
Oh yeah. Nah,
Because
definitely.
we had dogs.
I'm about to say y'all had. I mean, that's no question. And I think we've talked about this plenty of times before. But nah, I mean, there's no question that game would have been crazy. But I mean, y'all had dogs. Like definitely, y'all were tougher.
So consensus: who's the best Duncanville team that we've had?
I mean, I gotta go with 2022.
So, your senior year,
Yeah.
my junior year,
Yeah.
I agree. Because you had, I mean, our starting lineup was all like 6'6" plus.
Oh,
You were the shortest one in the starting lineup.
literally.
How does that make sense?
I mean, even if you think about it, so you take out because I mean, Eric started a couple games, Ash started a couple games, Cam started a couple games. So like the rotation was crazy, and especially when AB was in and out. Like think about it, we still have a healthy CJ. Like when CJ would start, like our first 7 games, CJ started.
Yeah.
And we were
raw.
still cooking. Like
I mean, I was 10th man.
Yeah.
Like that says a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I mean,
it
we
was
still,
cooking.
and then even then, we still had Evan, Ra, Caleb Jones,
Yep.
me. Like that's a small 4, but that's a tough 4 coming off the bench,
And
like
it
way
really
off the
did-
bench.
But it didn't matter though because when we went small, Coach had me at the 5.
Right.
Like, and then we were still
Yeah.
running 5 out. We're still running like
Yeah.
all I had to do was play inside every once in a while.
we
but
were
I
such a
mean,
transition team. We never went inside.
literally
Like-
like I was about to say, and we meshed together real well. Like it was just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because we all played with each other in middle school ball and AAU.
Yeah.
And like even the guys who came from DeSoto, Cam, Ron, Eric. I mean, we'd always played with and against those guys. So it was just, I mean, we knew each other's games so well.
Literally, like
We wanted to kill each other in practice, though.
Oh, yeah,
Those
yeah,
practices used to be crazy.
especially fall. Oh, fall was crazy. There was almost too many almost fights, too many arguments, too many runs. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Like, it was.
How do you think we were able to manage all those egos? Because we have a lot of really. I mean, we have, I would say, 10 guys on that team, maybe 9 guys on that team with a real ego.
Nah, facts.
How do you manage that?
Honestly, I think you just keep playing. I think that's all we really did because I don't think anybody's ego really changed throughout the whole year because I mean you were there, Hoop Fest. I mean like nobody really knows those things. Like,
dude, I wish. So, man, actually, let's talk about that because first day of Hoop Fest, your senior year.
Yep.
Man, let's call a spade. You were BSing. Just being real. I love you to death, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth always, and you know that. And it wasn't just you; it was a lot of other guys too. But you know, we as a team were BSing, and you were kind of the point of emphasis for that day.
Yep.
What was that next morning like? And then what happened when we played Sierra Canyon?
Man, I mean first day of Hoop Fest, because that's when we played Centennial, right?
We played Centennial.
Yeah, Centennial.
And Jared McCain had 30.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean that was a great game, like great competition. I mean even that game we fought, like everybody was arguing with each other. Like
Yeah.
I
It was
mean
just
even
rough
the Sierra
culture day.
Canyon, we were like
Rough
every
culture
game.
weekend for
Bro, I
us.
was about to say, bro, almost every game we were just like da 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 da. Like I mean I don't think we went one game, probably just the state game or even the Atascocita game. Like bro,
No, because state game was rough because Ron didn't score.
I'm about to say,
Like that's why
bro,
the state game was rough too.
it was like I mean I was about to say every game we went through it was
Yeah.
like it was a fight. But now back to the. I mean, we wake up the morning. Guy plays Sierra Canyon at 9 p.m.
Yeah. At
the
Dickies.
at the latest game of them all. I mean, we wake up. We're supposed to have shoot around. We ain't had no shoot around. We watch film. We have a talk.
Like 3 hours.
A 3-hour talk because getting on everybody, you know, about this situation that happened during the Centennial game, after the game, before the game. I was kind of the point of emphasis. Everybody kind of got on to me that day.
No. Bro, I don't know if you remember this. We went down the line.
Yeah. the whole
Every
team.
player said something to you that
Literally,
day. And
yeah.
I was just, I mean, I remember sitting there and I'm just thinking to myself, man, Sykes is getting it today,
Nah,
man.
for real.
Like,
Coaches and players.
I was like, dude, it's not your fault we lost. Now, yeah, you had some moments where, you know.
No, we won again. We won Centennial.
We beat Centennial?
Bro, we went
when Jeremy had 30?
Bro, we went undefeated till Whataburger.
You're right.
It was just because everything that just happened.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was crazy. But
which I still don't know why I was pointing emphasis.
That was my thing. Why is Sykes getting whatever? Maybe I just don't
definitely had
remember
an attitude and this and that.
Yeah.
Like I played a part.
Yeah.
But I do still wonder why I was the point of emphasis. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it was you were upset because Ashton was being selfish, and you were open, and they missed you on some plays.
And that and AB and Ron.
Yeah.
Like I mean. They had great games.
It's
don't get me
amazing
wrong,
that there's enough shots
yes.
to feed all of those guys.
Right.
Because then you still got me and Eric coming off the bench, and we shoot the ball. That's
Yes.
what we do. So I don't know how we had enough shots for that team, but you had after that film session though, you were a different animal.
I as soon as I went home, went to sleep. When I woke up, ain't gonna lie. I was rushing to get back to the gym because I woke up late.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just put my earbuds on. I really didn't speak to nobody half the time. And game time, I mean, I was just like, let's go hoop, bro. So
yeah.
And then we hooped.
Man, it was a crazy year, bro. What was the talk about the Richardson game and AB coming back?
Sheesh. Richardson, it was crazy. I mean, just having AB in and out the whole year, like it's hard to catch a rhythm, and like kudos to us because, you know, playing with somebody then playing without somebody. Like he was in the rotation in practice every day. We running plays with him. We got our separate groups, this and that.
Yeah.
Then when come game time, we have a different group. So it's like, you know, you're trying to catch a rhythm with somebody in and out the rotation constantly.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, you can't really figure it out. So like. And that's how you know it. We were just really good because, you know, we made it work. That's why I feel like sometimes we always started off slow too.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, you still got to catch a rhythm for the
I feel like we
team.
were, as good as we were, we couldn't start games to save our life, bro.
Oh, no, we definitely could.
It was, every game. And I always used to mess with PV because he would sub us in and then we would start scoring. Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, PV, just start us. You know, and me, that was for selfish reasons. I just wanted to start.
I'm already knowing.
But, no, I mean, I just thought the rhythm thing is huge, though. And for me, during that Richardson game, I played a little bit in the first half.
Yeah.
And PV looks at me and he goes, "Be ready. We're going to need you to shoot." So I'm like, oh, man. Like, I'm getting ready to play. Man, I'm about to go in there, hit some tray balls. We're going to win this game, go home, get some Whataburger. We're going to be chilling.
Literally.
Then I hear Jen talking behind me, and she's being loud and whatever, and I look down and I see AB eating some Twizzlers,
right,
and I see him get up and run to the locker room. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
I see him come back and he starts lacing up his shoes, and he was wearing the off-white 5s.
I was about to say he just bought them too.
He had just bought them. That was his first time wearing them.
I was about to say he just
wearing
bought them.
off-white 5s, and I see him tying them up, and I go, "Are you getting in?" And he's like, "Yeah." Now, half of me was super happy because I'm like, man, we about to get AB back, man.
Right.
We're good. And then the other half of me was like, man, I was just about to get in the game, man. Like I was just about to go play.
Yeah. No.
And then I just kind of untucked my jersey and just.
Oh yeah, you're
I was cooked. I wasn't getting in after that.
Nah, it was definitely crazy because I mean I'm in the game.
Yeah.
And it was fourth quarter. Like fourth quarter was ending, and because we ended up tying the game for overtime.
Yeah.
But I'm playing, and it's so weird because you only hear like the gym's loud, the gym's packed, but you only hear commotion from our bench.
Right.
So it's like it was just weird because like you're playing the game, but you only hear something from this side. So like I'm like, what is going on? I see movement. I see everybody yelling. I saw Miss Jen, you know, she going crazy, like, get it.
Oh, she was at.
So I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Then I see AB come out in his jersey. I'm like, oh snap! Like, what just happened? I remember P called timeout, and they're like, what we doing? What we doing? They're like trying to figure out and it's like, bro, what? And then AB ended up playing, but it was just like third
craziest huddle I've ever been in.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, that whole scene was just
Yeah.
very goosebumps. Because everyone in the gym, and we're over in Mansfield, everyone in the gym is just standing up, losing their minds.
Literally.
Because AB is checking in the game.
Man. And
Crazy.
Shout out to AB. He missed his free throws, but
Yeah, he did miss his free throws. We were supposed to win that game too, and he missed the putback.
yes, he did. Oh,
He was so in his head about that. We were
did.
dude, it's not your fault. It's
Yeah.
impossible to win a game when there's that big of an emotional swing.
Yes. Nah,
I mean,
facts,
how are
it
you
is.
supposed to beat the second best team in the state
Yeah.
like that?
I'm about to say, I've like thought about it like before. I was just like, it was good that we had him in, because we were just coming up, like we were down, so we're coming up, and honestly, like him getting to the free throw line was great, like everything was great. I just think there was for like just the guys that had the rhythm. I think we should have stayed more with those shots to them.
Yeah.
Because Eric was going off.
Yeah, Eric was having a good game.
Eric was going off. I
Ash
ended
hit a
up
couple
with
threes.
I ended up with 13 that game. But I mean, those are mostly just layups and stuff. But I mean,
Dude, but if you end up with double digits on that team, I mean, if you ended up with double digits, you were the player of the game.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
Nah,
so
definitely.
hard to score more than 10 points
Bro,
playing with all
was
those guys.
Literally, unless we're putting up 120, then
Right.
everybody's gonna. But nah.
Yeah, a
if you score
district
double,
game,
it
you'll
was-
have 4 guys with 10 points.
Yeah,
but you got
facts.
AB going for 17, 18. You got Ron going 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you, Ash, Cam wasn't really scoring like that, but Eric would come in the game and have like
I'm about to
15.
say, like,
I'd come in and have like 9.
I'm about to say between at least like four of us, like if it wasn't AB or Ron, 4 of us were gonna like one of those 4 are gonna go off on that game.
Yeah.
The next one is gonna have a mid game,
Yeah.
and the other 2 are just gonna be they gonna have a solid game,
like solid games, yeah.
And then it was a matter of who's gonna be what that night,
So bring it back for me. We met each other. What? First grade? Probably first
Pre-K.
grade.
No?
Pre-K?
Did you not go to Garza pre-K?
No, I went to Garza kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
So I met you in
I was about to
kindergarten.
say, I
then.
met you in
Yeah,
kindergarten. then.
but I didn't know who you were until like first grade. Dude, what? We're getting old, man.
We are.
We're getting old. Well, because James now. He's 11, dude.
James is 11.
He's 11.
I thought he was 9.
No, he's 11, bro.
I remember James when he was
Yeah, literally a baby.
like.
Yeah, and I got all these other siblings now too, and
I've seen all of them. Just
yeah, you've seen them all,
I was
but
gonna say I remember it.
yeah, dude.
Everybody from
you
they were
met me when I
firstborn.
was a lot younger than James.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Nah, our families have known each other forever, but I always like to think about because I'm working out with the Pistacaccis, which you worked out with at different times than me.
Right.
But I was playing on some AAU team and met the Pistacaccis, started working out with them, and Jesse, the older one, tells me, "Hey, man, if you ever want to be anything in basketball, you got to move to Dallas." And he was playing for Mo Williams Academy at the time, and he was actually living with you guys periodically. Yeah, he would stay with you guys over the weekend.
Yeah.
And so he takes me, me, my dad, Jesse, we all drive up there. And he's like, "Yeah, man, we're gonna sleep at one of my coach's house. Super cool guy. He's actually from the Valley. That's how I know him." And we're all just like, "Okay, cool, whatever." I walk in, I see your mom. I'm like, "Man, I've seen this lady before." See your dad, and then I see you coming down the stairs. You're like, "Jackson?" And I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, it was, and it's so funny how instant we just like,
Yeah.
Jackson, Davion,
Yeah.
like I didn't forget who you were, like and it's so weird because
And that was years later too, because
I
I
was
was
gonna say-
going into 5th grade.
Yeah, it was years later because, and it's just so crazy because I moved out my 2nd grade year,
Mm-hmm.
so like just for me to remember you instantly like that, it was just insane because I was like,
I mean,
Jackson.
we were 2 of the only hoopers that actually
Yeah.
have really gone places
Right.
from the Valley, and probably it's because we moved to Dallas. But
Yeah.
that was nuts. So what? Because I know your dad went to Duncanville. Is that why y'all moved out of the Valley?
Yeah. So I think at the time he was the GM for the Killer Bees, the hockey team down there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember because and also he worked with the Vipers.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember which team it was, but he was doing something with them, right?
Yeah.
I think it was GM for both of them, but it was like just separate times. But he was doing something with either team, and next thing you know, they this kind of all happened in 1 year. My dad proposed to my mom. They got married, and we moved out.
Yeah.
So that all happened within X amount of time, right?
Right.
So, but he got a call from the school, Duncanville. He became the coach. So he coached for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why we moved, because he became a coach. And
right.
So, I mean, automatically I was in Duncanville.
Yeah.
The Duncanville system. So.
Well, I remember, I would say it wasn't 3 months after I came over to your place. Mm-hmm. I would say 3 months after that, we were moving up to Dallas.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad saying, "Yeah, I'm going to go teach at Duncanville," because he was teaching at Edinburgh at the time. Him and Danielle, they were both teachers down there.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, well, we're just going to go get a job at Duncanville because they got 7 gyms and we can always get gym access." So we moved up.
That's
4
crazy.
hoops.
I was about to say that's crazy.
Yeah.
That I like that. Just
yeah.
Oh, they got 7
Oh,
gyms for doing that.
No, that's literally what it was.
Oh
and
wow, that's insane.
I remember coming up every weekend since linking back up with you guys.
I remember you telling me that.
And just looking for houses and stuff, and found a place in this neighborhood actually. Yeah, and we were. I mean, within 6 months, within 3 months really, we were walking in the door, and shoot, that was it. I was working out with you guys over at the Thunder.
Yeah.
That team was nuts.
Yeah. No. We wasn't Thunder yet. We were Thunder.
No, y'all were Thunder. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was like
yeah.
the first year that y'all were like the Thunder, because
Yeah,
y'all were,
we were Thunder.
Tar Heels.
Yeah.
Y'all were the Tar
You're
Heels.
right.
Yeah,
We
well,
were
because I
Thunder,
remember
my
I
bad.
walked in the gym, and in the Valley I was the best one. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be the best one.
Right.
I remember we were doing a charge drill, and Jace, he comes down and just bulldozes
yeah.
me. I slide from the block to the bleachers.
Yeah.
Bro. And I got that little mohawk, you know?
Yeah.
And oh my gosh. I was like, oh, okay, this is different.
It's different for sure.
This
Yeah.
is different. And it was me, you, Kaysen, Keontae, Jace, Chase.
Chase. Yeah. Oh wow, you remember Chase? Okay.
Yeah, I remember Chase.
Yeah.
God, who else was that?
I was
Trey?
like-
Wasn't Trey on that team? The one who went to
Trey.
Richardson?
Trey came in and out.
Yeah, he came in and out.
So-
He was there when I played
Yeah.
with y'all.
Trey, I don't know if you remember these names. Trey, Damari, Kalen.
Yes. Yeah. No, of
there
course,
was another
Kalen White. Tall
There
guy.
was Dante.
Yeah.
You know
Dante, yes.
You know Dante Hamilton?
Mhm.
So he actually played with us in Tar Heels.
Really?
And that's how I know him.
Okay, because I
So-
remember y'all were, y'all still are tight.
Yeah.
But
No,
that's crazy,
that's
dude. It's a
definitely-
small world.
But yeah, he actually played with us at Tar Heels, which was crazy because we didn't figure that out until 7th grade.
I look at those pictures, and I'm just, dude, the number of D1 athletes on that team is insane.
and you would have never known.
No, you would have never known.
Well,
Well,
these kids are just good.
I knew Keontae was gonna.
Keontae was always
I
tough.
figured Keontae was gonna be
Yeah.
that guy.
No, definitely.
Even you and Kaysen, I was like, yeah, you guys are gonna be legit.
Yeah.
But no, that team was nuts. And I played with y'all for a few tournaments. I remember we played Cam and Bori in GCBC. They were
Yep.
like the #1 team in the country at the time. We mopped them 20
Yeah.
in Houston.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
After that, I was just so hooked on Dallas basketball. Like,
Yeah,
I came at the perfect time too.
I'm about to say Dallas it's a good.
Yeah.
It's a great place for sports.
Yeah,
honestly.
man. Yeah. Well, James is now doing that jiu-jitsu stuff.
Yeah, I
And
saw that.
It's like Dallas is, I would say, the #2 city in the world behind Austin.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, in the country.
Yeah.
Obviously Brazil, but yeah. So he's doing that. He's #4 in the world
Sheesh.
for for his age and belt class.
But James, man, that's crazy.
Dude's a demon, man. But talk about Dallas basketball and you guys navigating through that, because while you were if you had been in any other city, I mean, you were probably going to be the best player in that city.
Agreed.
In Dallas, I mean, what, 5 All-Americans in your year?
Yeah.
dude, talk about that.
I mean, Dallas is it's the metroplex is crazy. I mean, you still like we got Dallas Fort Worth, like Dallas is just so big and there's so much talent that just comes out of there. I mean, everybody. You go to a regular rec center, everybody knows how to hoop, and I think that's just in Texas in general.
Yeah.
I think Texas sports is just crazy because I go to San Marcos rec and I could get good runs with 10 random guys on a regular day.
Yeah.
So I mean, but Dallas, I think it's just a hot spot. Everybody. I don't know what it is about Dallas, but it's just the dudes here are crazy. I guess it's the air is different.
Yeah.
And you kind of get if you're not putting in the work, you're gonna get lost. Like we have real hoopers out here.
Yeah.
Like everybody can hoop.
I feel like everyone who is worth mentioning in Dallas went D1.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, dude, it's so hard and that for me, it was a good thing and a bad thing because I was always playing against really good competition,
Right.
and playing with really good players. But there were so many good players that were getting talked about over me.
Right.
I often wonder if, had I been in a different city, if my recruitment would have went different.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, dude, we went to Duncanville too. So it was either all the best players are either in your gym or they're in someone else's gym.
Yeah.
And I feel like us, Richardson, Lake Highlands, and we all just kind of congregated to the same places.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dallas basketball was and still is crazy.
It's just there's nothing you could really say. Like I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the competition is crazy.
I mean, the Bob night on a Saturday morning,
Man.
you're walking in, you're seeing 3 McDonald's All-Americans.
Literally.
You just don't know it yet.
Nah, facts.
It's-
There's definitely people in that gym.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the field house is tough.
Yeah.
The field house is tough.
You got a favorite Duncanville moment?
Favorite Duncanville moment. I mean, there's a lot. There is a lot. I mean, I guess you can kind of. I mean, I guess it'd be cliche if I just say state.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's my last game.
Right.
I was hooping. So
Yeah.
I mean.
I have a favorite
Yeah.
moment of yours, I think. And it was early. It was your sophomore year, junior, maybe early your junior year. We were playing iSchool. And you checked
first
in.
game of the season, huh?
Yeah, first game
Yeah.
of the season. You checked in, and you pump faked, split a double team, and punched it. I was like, oh my god! I was like, yo, Sykes is about to fry this
That's
year.
hilarious.
Yeah, that was I think that was
junior year.
that was your junior year,
Yeah,
my
my
sophomore
junior
year.
year.
Yeah.
High school,
Oh
yeah.
my god, dude.
But
I
I
was like, I
yeah.
was going dummy on the bench.
Yeah, and it's funny because I actually have that video.
Yeah.
And bro, I barely got up on that dunk. It
I know.
barely snuck it in. Oh, it's
We
so
were all
funny.
so hyped though, because
But
you had just
man.
came back from injury.
No. Well, I just came back from my sophomore year injury,
Mm-hmm.
but that's actually one of the games where I ended up fracturing my fibula. Because remember, I was out my junior year with the boot, so then I missed 6 to 8 weeks of the season my junior
Yeah.
year. So
Dude, if you hadn't gotten hurt, if CJ hadn't gotten hurt, if AB would have never went up and down with his eligibility, dude, we
Yeah.
might have had the best team ever.
bro, 22.
Not in Texas,
I know,
ever.
bro. 22 is tough, bro.
yeah.
And everybody just thinks about AB and Ron, and I always think about CJ. Because
Yeah.
I'm like,
I always think
but
about
I was
CJ.
like, because CJ really didn't. Because our first 7 games, we were going against good guys,
yeah.
great teams. But I mean, we didn't really get CJ didn't even get to play Hoop Fest. I mean, and he didn't get to play Whataburger. So it's I'm like, yeah. I mean, and
Well, I'm thinking-
high school CJ is crazy.
No, dude, and he was hooping.
Yeah.
And I think about TABC. He
Oh,
got
yeah.
Northern Arizona because he took 7 charges in a game.
Yeah.
Who takes 7 charges in a game?
yeah, CJ
I don't
is
know if I
different.
took 7 charges in high school.
And then he hit the tie for halftime.
Yeah, yes.
For Link, right? Yeah.
Yes. No, he was going crazy.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
he got 3 D1 offers that weekend. I'm just thinking to myself, man, had he kept playing, had he never had injury issues,
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be starting high major probably.
Yeah.
He's still got a chance, man. And I know he struggled with some injuries throughout college and stuff. And
Yeah,
last year was his first year playing because he redshirted.
Right.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he ends up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But
It'll be interesting to see.
I mean, one thing we know about CJ, he gonna put in the work. So I'm definitely never worried about that.
He's a winner.
Man.
I mean, dude is a winner. I mean, that's one thing I'll say about all of us is regardless of whatever our situation is, we're going to win.
Yeah.
Even if it's not necessarily on the court.
Yeah, no,
like,
definitely.
Me, I didn't win on the court this past year.
Right.
Because I was redshirting. Sykes, I can't wait to talk about it, bro. Like, I can't. I want to talk about it now, but it's way too soon. But
What we talking about?
Texas, bro.
Oh, yeah,
all the stuff.
And I would love to talk about Texas State, but I don't.
Yeah, too soon.
Yeah.
One of these days we'll get on and we'll just go.
You know what? That's why I need to come back.
Yeah.
For
sure. Dude, I'm going to have you back multiple times. One of these days you'll probably be my co-host, but
bro, hey, you know, Jack, I'm always all for it.
Already, bro.
I'm always all for it. But nah, I ain't gonna lie.
You got to go pro first, though.
Oh yeah. We gotta get some things solid. Yeah.
You got to achieve the dream first, man.
Wait,
but
podcast in the pros? What?
I'm down, bro. I'm down. You know me. I mean, I'm gonna be doing this till the wheels fall off. So this is what I like doing, anyways. And I tell people this is my favorite form of content because I've been doing all the Instagram stuff, all the personal branding and everything, and I mean, I make all the funny, all the day in the life videos and all that stuff. And people are always asking me, or always saying, "Oh, I see you from the day in the life videos." And I can tell how committed to me and my story someone is based on what they say when they see me. Because recently I've started getting like the YouTube look where I'll be out in public and someone will look at me just kind of like I think I know that guy.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's dope. It's super. It got cool. It got super cool because I would be at Texas.
Yeah.
And I'd be walking into the arena before a game, and it became a regular thing where I'd have 20 people run up to me and be wanting to take pictures and stuff. And none of them would say anything about the basketball. They'd be like, "Oh, dude, I see you all over Instagram. I see you all over TikTok. I watch your podcast."
That's a good love.
That's dope, man. That's super
love.
dope. Yeah. The first time it happened, I almost shed a tear or two. But nah, dude, because it's dope. Because I mean, you know how much work I put into this.
Facts.
Yeah. So, nah, it's cool, man. It's I've always wondered who else from the teams that we've played on would even want to do something like this, because we don't have very in in front of the camera guys,
right?
Regardless of everything Britt did, we don't have a lot of in front of the camera guys.
Facts.
But me, I've always been comfortable speaking on camera.
I'm about to say I'm comfortable with it. So.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I was like, okay, let's get Davion on, let's run this. But yeah, dude, I think what are you looking forward to at Southern Illinois?
Man, I mean, so one major thing for me was going up, bigger conference.
Yeah.
It's a top 10 conference.
Okay. Because you were in
Sunbelt.
Sunbelt, that's right.
Sunbelt. So it's crazy because I looked at the the conference rankings, and Missouri Valley is 8-9, and Sunbelt 17.
Wow.
So and it's crazy.
It's that deep?
I promise you. And
wow.
And it really shocked me too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, you guys, La Tech. No, La Tech's not in it. I'm tripping.
La Tech's in the Conference USA or the what?
Conference USA.
Conference USA. Yeah. Conference USA is actually in front of us.
Okay.
And
that makes sense.
Like a lot of things are crazy to think about, but nah. Yeah. So I mean, a thing for me was going to, cause I feel like I need the platform.
Yeah.
I kind of want to show this year. Definitely show like more of my skill. I mean, so we're going bigger conference. I mean, and I'm telling the coach I want all the smoke.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I know how to win. So let's do it. I mean, and I'm going to a good mid major. They're pushing high major.
Right.
We do good.
You're going to play a lot of high majors too. I mean, you're going to play Illinois, and you're going to play. I mean, you'll probably sneak in UConn somewhere in there in the early season
and be able to compete against those guys. So
right.
It's not like I'm going out there and we're getting smoked by 20, 30. So it's like, and I love it because, you know, at Tech State, you know, we had like 3 high majors scheduled. This year I'm probably gonna have 6, 7.
Yeah.
Out of the 14 non-conference games that you schedule, so it's good.
I forgot that we played y'all.
Yep.
Yeah.
That game was
that was funny.
Glad we didn't win that game.
Glad that y'all didn't win.
I would have went crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you didn't play. Because you were hurt.
Oh yeah, I was hurt.
Yeah, I remember you walking in the gym and RT talking to you. I just ran up to you and kind of pushed you or whatever. I was like, man, he ain't hurt, coach. He ain't hurt. He just scared, coach.
Yeah.
But it's cool because in that moment, all I could think about was us being together in the Valley, playing in the Boys and Girls Club, which at the time, the Boys and Girls Club was like the league.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I was about to say Boys and Girls Club was
bro,
it
used to get
there.
it used to get crunk in the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But all I could think about was playing in the Boys and Girls Club to us standing at the middle of half court in Moody Center.
Yeah. You know what? When we were warming up and while you were doing warm-ups and I'm just standing there, I watched you. I saw you do a layup and I'm just like, damn, we came really far.
Dude.
Like, who would have thought? Like,
Yeah.
Just like for the both of us. Like,
Yeah.
granted, one of us could have succeeded, the other one could have.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, but like to be in the like we're on a good platform right now. Like we're doing good at life right now. So it's like it's just surreal to think about.
Well, I always saw myself playing there, and like that type of space. You know, American Airlines and Dickies. I mean, we played there too. I always saw myself playing in those places, but actually suiting up and being on those teams that played in those places was. I mean, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, fact.
It's crazy. That's why I'm kind of anxious to see. Not anxious, but like excited to see where I end up next. That way I can start wrapping my head around actually being there.
Yeah.
And everything. But yeah, man, I think Southern Illinois is going to be a good spot for you. Man. You committed fast.
I did.
Yeah. Why?
Just a quick backstory. It's funny because I really kind of committed in a day. They called me at like 10 a.m. And I committed probably at like 7 p.m.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
you would have thought Duke called you, bro.
Yeah,
like
literally. and I mean those guys. I mean, shout out, you know, to my new team, my new staff, my new coaches. I mean, they're great. They're really great. I mean, I can't say nothing about it. I mean, they're great people.
Yeah.
But when because, I mean, we know Drew, Steffi.
Yeah.
So he was already committed there, and I knew that. But his dad called me. He kind of gave me some, you know, some insight, some comfort, because he knows those people.
Right.
I know Matt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he just kind of pushed me there, and I was like, I mean, let's do it. I mean, let's go make some noise, and then, you know, kind of going on my visit and stuff. You know, they're great people. They want to make some noise. Yeah. They want to win. So it's like, I mean, so that gave me I can't even say it right
comfort,
now. Yeah, that gave me comfort. But
that's the biggest thing I think I'm looking for is wherever I end up next, making sure that I'm playing for good people. Because that became so important to me over this last year, was just making sure I'm playing for good people who are always going to look out for me and have my best interest, you know. So that's when I saw that you committed there that fast. I thought to myself, there's got to be something different about this spot and why Davion's actually going to go there. So.
Yeah, nah, it was a little hidden gem because I prayed on it, prayed so much, and I mean, it was just the thing that I committed that fast was a little crazy. Like, bro, are you crazy? Like, I mean, like everybody, like even my mom, she was like, bro, like, are you sure? And I'm just like, I am. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt even when calling the coach that night, I was just like, let's do it.
Let's
like,
do it.
And I mean, it's gonna be great. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited.
Dude, I can tell you're excited because me knowing you, you're not one to get all like whatever, right. But I can see that you're calm and you're set in your decision. So, because a lot of players, they'll commit to a spot, but they really don't know. And you committed without even taking a visit,
right?
Which Oh, Davion, I saw that you got the offer. Someone posted it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the next morning, I saw that you committed there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is he doing? Like, do I need to go over there and smack some sense into him? And then I called you, and you were just telling me, Jack, it's the spot, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
All right, Dave.
All
right, Dave.
Man, I'm really excited. I'm really anxious to get out there and get started. And I'm really excited to show everybody what I'm finna do.
Yeah,
so,
man.
I mean,
when do you leave?
On the 5th, June 5th.
On the 5th? June 5th?
So, yeah. So, I'm really excited.
Illinois, man, it gets cold up there, bro.
It does. I got to, I guess, stop buying some Jordans and start buying some boots just for a year.
Some jackets, bro.
Man, I was about to say, I just need like 3 solid good ones.
You need them thermal joints that reflect
Literally.
body heat. And
Literally.
yeah, you better than me, bro.
I know. I was like,
I don't do the cold.
I'm already know. I don't really like cold either. So
Yeah.
I'm about to say I'm used to hot Texas,
Man.
where you go inside where it's cool and then you walk outside and you sweating.
Yeah, you didn't stay in Texas your whole life, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, me too, basically. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see where you end up because I know Cam is in y'all's conference, and
Cam
then
will
you
be
just
in
said
the same.
Jordan Mason
Yep.
is going out that way too. So
Mhm.
and Drew's with you, and
Yep.
you've played. Have you played with Drew? Because I know you've played against him a
Played
lot.
against him my whole life.
Yeah,
And
whole
it's,
life. So that's cool.
yeah,
that's
it's-
cool.
it
Drew's
is.
good people, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's
great.
good people.
It's great.
Good people. Matt's cool people too. So
Mhm.
yeah, man, I think you'll be pretty good out there, man. Just don't forget about us little people back here in Texas, man.
Hey man, you still big.
Always.
Don't
man.
worry, you still
Always,
big.
man. Yeah, dude. Post basketball,
Post basketball, okay.
what you thinking?
I mean, end goal is always the league, and I think that's why I'm really excited too. Bigger conference, about to show some talent. But I mean, league, pro. But after that, of course, I'm getting my degree in civil engineering.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely going to use that. I mean, it makes good money,
Yeah.
great money. So I mean, I'm not gonna let that degree go to waste.
Yeah.
But I mean, end goal is always league, make money playing basketball. I mean, Coach Peavy used to preach that so many times.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where I got the, idea of like, I can really do this. Just being surrounded by the guys. We've been surrounded
Right.
throughout our high school career. So
Well, it feels normal
it literally
to
it
make
feels,
money playing basketball.
Like it feels like I'm doing it. Like I'm gonna go do it tomorrow. Like
Yeah.
that's just how much like it's been preached from high school. So I mean, it's a goal of mine, and I have to achieve it. So I
For
gotta,
sure.
and I think this year I'm really gonna. I have to prove it to myself. So
Yeah. Well, you remember Big E used to always say,
Yep.
The basketball is not orange, it's green.
Mm-hmm.
For me,
Dang, I do remember him saying
yeah,
that. Yeah.
He used to say about he used to get up in front at those stupid camps. He used to get up there. What color is this basketball? Everybody orange.
Yep.
It's green, bro. It's green. Big E, you tripping, bro? And then he'd explain it.
Yeah.
And now I got this mentality where, probably not gonna go pro,
Mm-hmm.
and that's cool because basketball has led me to doing this, and it's
Right.
led me to the personal branding and getting brand deals and stuff like that.
Right.
And led me to the NIL space where I want to help other collegiate athletes
Mm-hmm.
get NIL by doing the stuff that I'm doing, and I want to produce their podcasts and produce their content and all that stuff. So, yeah, basketball, dude, it's taking us everywhere, man.
You got to use it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Got to use it how you can. And,
Yeah.
you're doing great with it, to be honest.
I appreciate it, man. It's a lot of work.
It is.
A lot of work, tiring days, but and we'll see where it ends up. I plan on having the largest collegiate athlete ran podcast in America in the next year. So it's gonna be a grind, but getting on great guests like you, I think I'll get there a little bit faster.
Bro, you're
man.
gonna be good, bro. You've always put in the work.
Yeah.
So I'm about to say one thing we know about each other, or like kind of anybody we kind of grew up with, we gonna put in the work.
Facts.
So, we say it, we do it. So,
Yeah, I mean, we grew up on Chisholm.
Yeah.
Coach Chisholm, man. I actually saw him the other day.
You
up
did?
at the Fieldhouse. Yeah, dude's funny, man. Hey Jackson, hey, what's going on with it? You know, but we were talking about me, you, and CJ doing those summer workouts and doing the campus runs where we're holding the rope, going up and down the stairs. The partner wall sits where you had to pass the plate down.
I should have never been allowed.
Who allowed us to do that as fifth graders?
I was about to say, we were too young to do half the stuff
That shouldn't be legal.
Right,
it's good for character, but it shouldn't be legal.
Bro, the thing carrying a 45, carrying 45.
Running to the hill, not even on the hill.
Literally.
To the hill.
To the hill. And,
that's a long run.
And the high school boys just, yeah, carry it. And we're just like,
yeah.
Like, just,
oh, dude. Miles and Eric and Tyler, they used to never let us get away with anything.
Nah, they didn't.
It's like, nah, y'all wanted to be here. Y'all carry the weights.
Nah, literally, and they just, I was about to say, we definitely did manual labor.
For sure.
But, I mean, we also worked out with them day in, day out. And, I mean, we were little bros at the time.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it is what it is. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm working out with Eron still.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm still working out with him. And now I see guys coming in who are like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and they're hopping in my workouts. And I was talking about it with him the other day. Dude, I was them.
Right.
Like, we were those cats working out with older guys. I still work out with Jalen Harris because I was just working out with him the other day.
Yeah.
And we're looking at these dudes. Well, I mean, he looks at me the way I look at them.
Right.
And we're both looking at them. Crazy how everything just
it's
recycles.
full circle.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think it was this past year, like there's always kids on the Duncanville bench, even from when my dad coached.
Always.
Like, I was the kid on that Duncanville bench. Me and my brother, me and CJ. Like,
yeah.
And it's crazy because I was just looking at a picture of you and your brother.
Yeah.
On the bench.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like, I don't know. Like, it's really, it's just, like, it's crazy because I guess, like, tradition stay tradition somehow.
Dude, you can't even put it into words.
Man.
Because all we wanted to do was play at Duncanville.
Literally.
That was like our NBA was looking in the arena and just, man, like, I got to play there.
Yeah.
And then we did. We played there together, won a lot of games there. And now we're playing against each other in college. And yeah, man, the thing I like about us is we can not talk for months and then just pick right back up where we left off.
Jay, you know we locked in.
Dude, man.
Those be the best, though. I mean,
for sure.
Like,
I mean, you ain't getting away from me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I might just get a call from a school up in Illinois tonight, and I'll follow you up there. We were in the Valley, came to Dallas.
Man.
We always joke about it. We were both in the Valley.
Yep.
You left to Dallas. I followed you.
Yep.
You left to San Marcos. I came to Austin.
Yep.
Like, you ain't getting away from me, bro.
Yep. So it sounds like we're going to Illinois somewhere.
Sound like we're going to Illinois, man.
Bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
It is crazy, bro. It is.
Yeah.
Everything comes around full circle.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, you know we're always going to be locked in, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
My brother for life, for
Man, like, it's no question.
Yeah,
like, and
no
like
question,
you said,
man.
Bro, like, when I go off, probably in summer, like, I'm probably going to hit you a couple times in summer. When season starts, you going to call me, I'm going to call you.
Yeah.
Or, you know, we always going to send a thing about you, man.
Always,
like,
man.
what you been on. Like, it's.
Always. Well, dude, I want to see you win just as bad as I want to win.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, you know that. But,
And you know, it's same here.
yeah. Dude, we could go for hours and hours and hours. I forgot the cameras were even on here for a second.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I've looked. I probably looked at the camera once this whole time.
Yeah. It's dope, man. It's cool. We're getting old, but we figuring it out, man. So awesome. Well, I appreciate you doing this, bro.
Oh, always. Yeah, and you know I'm gonna be back.
Always. Oh, dude. I mean, this is something I plan on doing for 1,000 episodes.
Oh, yeah,
and you'll be what, episode 11 or 12?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm about to say I'm gonna be back.
You'll be back on a few times.
Yeah.
A few more times.
And it's funny because we'll talk about more and more and more.
Oh,
and
well, I mean, we could legit sit here and talk for 4 hours and whatever. But,
so many stories.
I mean, we could talk till the camera battery dies. So
yeah,
man, we'll definitely get up and do this again.
I'm about to say
Yeah, man.
We don't stop now.
Yeah, shoot. We don't stop now. It's gonna be dark outside.
Oh man, I'm about to say I'm good.
Yeah,
I got
man.
water. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, man. Well, shoot, dude. I appreciate you doing this, man.
Always.
For everybody watching, listening, whatever platform you're on, man, make sure you go follow my man Davion. He is heading up to Southern Illinois. He's going to have a really special journey up there. I'm super excited to see what he does. If you guys know this man like I know this man, he's going to do some special stuff with his life. And so you guys need to be tapped in with him. Watch everything that he's doing because he's going to go a really long ways. Make sure you stay tapped in with me because I have a lot of really cool guests lined up in the coming episodes. We've been on a roll lately with the podcast, and I appreciate all of you guys for supporting. So if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure you tune in to the next episode. And with all of that being said, whether you're on the court or you're on the sideline, go with God and always do your best. Peace.